everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what today is? Today is day 23 of the 31 Days of Horror. The 31 Days of Horror. Yeah. Day 23. Wow. They're just chugging along. That's all I gotta say. You know, I love doing these. And as I stated the other day, I've been doing it for 9 years. This year, I swear to God, I don't know what it is, but this year, you know, every year I start the list that I'm going to do, like, back in April or March or May or somewhere around there, and I'm like, okay, I need to know what I'm going to watch. And I leave a bunch of blank spaces, you know, just in case I get anything before, you know, October to come up. And, you know, the list isn't finalized until, like, probably halfway through September. I'm like, okay, that's the way I'm going to do it. This year, I had all this stuff that I bought, you know, during the summer that I hadn't watched yet. And I'm like, okay, let's just see how much stuff I have, you know, from that point, and let's run with that. Everything that I had, I wrote down. I'm like, whoa. You're telling me I have enough stuff to cover the 31 days of horror? Whoa. And that was the coolest thing. Is like this year has been so easy because there really is no effort. There was not no effort, but the list was just crazy on how it just came together. So I want to thank everyone for watching these. You know, I mean, I'm having a blast. Watch all the people that I know that are also doing this. I am the Ice Lord, Mood 616, Carly 317, Double Shot J, Tony has 9 fingers, Retro Horror, Random Horror, Nightmare Maven, You and Your Horror Movies, Chill Pilgrim. He's doing them. He's not doing them on YouTube. And he didn't say where he was doing them on, but he's reached out to me and said, I'm doing them. Papa Jupe. You know, Mr. Bones. And many others. So what's today's movie? Today's movie is Shocking Dark. This is written by Claudio Fragasso, directed by Bruno Mattei. I swear, Claudio Fragasso was sitting at home one day, because this movie was made in 1988. Wasn't released until 1989, and it's never been released in the U.S. until Severin released this in 2017, I think it was what it was. Somewhere in there. But it was never released in the U.S. Why, do you ask? Well, let's just say there's a little bit of copyright stealing here. So Claudio Fragasso, I swear to God, was sitting at home one day going, you know what? I want to make a movie like a James Cameron, and basically he stole the plot to Aliens and Terminator and smushed them together in Shocking Dark. You know, the movie. This movie starts out basically as Aliens. You've got this Venice, Italy. At one point is just beautiful, you know, booming area, and one day it becomes the canals become infected and with just sludge, and this company comes in to basically say, oh well, we'll clean it up. And it becomes worse. Venice is a lost city. It becomes a dead city. So the Tubular Corporation, you know, which is the company that's supposed to be cleaning it up, the people that are at one of the shelters for the Tubular Corporation have been cut off from the rest of the world. So they send in the Space Marines. Actually, that's right, it's not Space Marines. It's Megaforce. They send in Megaforce to go find out what happened to everybody, including the founder and CEO of the Tubular Corporation, Mr. Ralphson. Yeah, His name is Ralph and Son, put together, Ralphson. Along the way, they find out that they're being stalked by alien-like creatures, but not really aliens. There's a lot to it, and I want you people to see this movie. This movie it's a fun movie, but it's really, I mean, how they smushed Terminator and aliens together is really, really interesting. Some of the acting is, well, I don't know if I can say the acting. The overdubbing is pretty bad. There's a scene where they're all back before they head out on the mission. You know, they're talking. You know, they're getting themselves all hyped up, and they're like, well, you know what? This is what's going on. And then one guy goes, but they haven't. You know, I'm gonna do my worst acting job, and this is probably better than him. But they haven't sent in Megaforce. What do you think? Yeah, it's a lot worse than that. Just the dubbing, and you're just kind of laughing, going, "Dude, really?" It just sounds funny. Bruno Mattei is a hit and miss when it comes to a director. I actually like this movie, even though it's a combination of two movies, and I think I like it because it's a combination of two movies. There are scenes that are directly taken from some movies, like the scene in Aliens where Ripley and Newt are in the room together, and they're locked in the room to be infected by the xenomorph. That's in this movie. It's not a xenomorph, but that scene is pretty much, you know, in this movie. And there's just like little things like that. You're just kind of like, oh, okay, I know where they got that scene, you know. The creatures kind of look like this. They look like some kind of like weird looking Cthulhu type creature, which is cool. There's nothing. I mean, there's a few extras, you know. Terminator in Vegas. Terminator in Vegas. I'll be back to play blackjack. Terminator in Venice. Once Upon a Time in Italy, and alternate Italian titles. The Italian title for this movie. Remember that this movie came out in 1989. Everywhere else, it did not come out in 1989 in America. So everywhere else it came out, this was called Terminator 2. Terminator 2. We're talking 2 years before Terminator 2 actually comes out. You know, and there's no real connection to the. I mean, they have a Terminator they have a cyborg in this. You know, it just. You gotta watch it to understand what's going on. I liked it. I think most people would get a kick out of this. This is definitely the Max James, the brother Max. You know, this is the one where you watch with your friends, and this is the one where you watch with your friends and you kind of laugh a little bit. And he's another one doing the 31 Days of Horror, brother Max. The one and only MSJ and Jonathan Moody. Sorry guys, I waited till the end. That's about all I can say about this movie. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit the bell button. And I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.